Whew. The mirror. You got any haters? You got any haters? Well, why is that? Sometimes it's something as simple as you are the mirror. You are what they're looking at. You are what they see their reflection in. And what they see the reflection as is going to be good, or is it going to be needful of some work? I don't even want to say bad, because we're all at various stages in life. But we're out here to be help. We're out here to be an influence. But you know, it's something when you're trying to be good, trying to do good. Sometimes folks can drag you right back, you know, to that old guy you thought you weren't anymore. But we have to stay mindful of our purpose and recognize that if someone is without, or someone has issue with you, it might not be you. It might be an issue within themselves. See, no one is going to take you for granted. No one does not simply not consider you. Okay? Maybe from a conscious level, yes. But from a subconscious level, we take everything in. And we respond based on our reality and our subconscious determination on what it is we are experiencing, how it is processed. And often it's processed based on who we are consciously. So if I'm like really out of shape, and I see you as a person who's trying to better themselves, trying to exercise, you are my mirror, and my reflection, I'm seeing myself in that. And I have one of two choices. Either I can look at me and say, hey, I'm going to do better. And I can get inspiration from looking at you, looking at my reflection of you, of myself. And I can try to do better myself, try to start eating right, try to exercise, do this or do that. Or I can look and see myself in the reflection and simply resent you, the mirror. Because I'm probably not going to do anything myself, okay? So that's what you're getting, man. When you have haters out there, oftentimes they're not really hating you. They're hating themselves. And they don't have to look at themselves until they look in the mirror, and you are that mirror. Now the qualifier to this is you do need to search your life and try to determine if that individual has another reason to be hating on you. Maybe you've done something or said something, or just or maybe there's a misunderstanding or something like that. I mean, that's an issue as well. But if none of that exists, it's simply their resentment of themselves when they look at you. Okay? And so myself, I mean, and we're not really necessarily cognizant of these folks. We're simply just trying to better myself. Me, man, I'm going to be 68 in November. I got my high school reunion coming up in July, my 50-year reunion. I got to be, looking okay by then. So I've been doing this now for maybe 20 years, more than 20 years, taking care of myself. This particular workout I have, a little over 15 years and all. But, in every way, the education, the MBA, the good health, the good shape, the eating right, the exercise, all this stuff that I'm doing, I'm just trying to make myself better. It's like I spent so many years in deconstructive mode, just living a life, footloose, fancy-free, but quite destructive. No savings, no investments, not even in myself. And so when I woke up 40 years ago, when I was 28 years old, I began walking the right path, simply a path of self-improvement. And probably if I had been not really so deconstructive, of myself, destructive, maybe I wouldn't be so motivated to make a positive impact on my life. But man, it's like I was there and now I'm here. And any time I see an improvement, I just grasp a hold of it. This guy was telling me the other day, you have an MBA and you're working here, and he just didn't understand education as far as from my perspective. Education was like food to me. It's like an increase of wisdom, of knowledge, of understanding, insight, worldview, and expansion of my worldview. And so that's what the education is to me. I mean, it's not like I'm 20 and I'm trying to get a job in accounting or something. No, man. I went to school simply so I could have a degree. And I was so intrigued, so moved, so motivated by what I was able to grasp. I wanted more. And that's... So when someone looks at me now, somebody that's my age or a little bit younger, maybe in their 50s and has a high school diploma, they could look at me and say, man, I think I can do better myself. Or they can look at me and be resentful because they're not trying to correct themselves. You see what I mean? That's just not how I'm fashioned. When I went to school at 50 years old, it was when Obama became president. I try not to be too political. All I saw was this young brother, younger than me, had a Harvard education, was a Harvard attorney, was a Harvard law professor, senator of Chicago, and now president of the United States, and I had a high school diploma. So when I looked at Obama, he was my mirror to look at myself. And rather than break the mirror, rather than be a hater on Obama, which so many people are, even black folks, amazing as it is, but these kind of issues going on, these hate issues going on, because we're looking at a reflection. When I saw my reflection in the mirror that was Obama, all I saw was I could do better. And that was November, when it was announced that he was president. That January, I registered at Sinclair Community College in Dayton, Ohio. 10 years later, I'd earned my associate, my bachelor's, my MBA. It was like, man, it was like food. But anyway, so I'm just encouraging you, continue to do well, continue to do better. And if people are hating on you and you're not doing anything else to create that hate, just enjoy yourself, because what I'm going to tell you is they need you. They need you to be okay. They need you to be well. But I'll tell you what, they can walk by that mirror a couple times, but eventually they might stop and take a good look in that mirror, and recognize that if you can do it, they can do it. And then it'll be all worth the while.